What happened today that made you happy? A hummingbird keeps coming to my window and hovering. No reason why, but it is fun to watch. Could be seeing its reflection in the window and wondering why it's not joining them. My 87-year-old dad was declared cancer-free. I'm glad to hear that. D. Told my boss to sell all of my vacation time except 1 week. Turns out I had 40 hours saved up. Should be getting something like $15,000 this Friday. Edit. There are too many to reply to now, but for people wondering, I work a job that puts me on the road for 10 months per year. I'm single without kids, and I like my job and being out on the road, so my time builds up rather quickly. I usually take 1 week off, and I get a few days off for Thanksgiving and Christmas. I really should take more vacation, though. Dang. Nice job. The person in front of me in a drive-thru bought my breakfast. D. My wife got cussed out by the person behind her in line one day because she wouldn't pull up. If she did, she would hit the car in front of her. So instead of yelling back, she bought their meal for them. The lady pulled up beside her. She was sobbing and apologizing, saying she was having a really rough day and how sorry she was for being rude. My boss told me I'm doing a good job. I underestimated how powerful yet scarce encouragement and praise can be. Knowing your boss has your back is such a rare and amazing thing. Today I ended up swamped with work that I'll probably be mired in for the rest of the week. So when I suddenly got an email telling me it was time to start working on yet another project, I was on the verge of a mental breakdown. Until my manager swooped in with an email saying that someone else would be working on that project because my hands were already full before I'd even had a chance to reply. A friend made too much banana bread and I'd get a whole loaf. Banana bread at work, dude. Hell yeah. A student wrote a paragraph on our online class about how much she enjoyed my class and how much fun I made it. Made my week. I got an email from a student, middle school, who always complained about being in class and school and doing work. Yeah, no middle school stuff. It said she loved having me as her teacher. Got a little teary-eyed. I'm a first year teacher and I was so afraid I wouldn't have a positive impact on my students. Happy I did for at least one. Visited a 10-month-old baby I removed from her parents 2 months ago. She used to be wide-eyed, hyper-alert and constantly crying and seeking reassurance. She's now a smiling, confident, comical baby with warm brown eyes who is thriving on the love, care, and attention from her new carers. Sometimes my job is actually worthwhile. I'm a cog in that machine too. I'm more front end, so I never get to see how it ends, but it's really nice to hear that one turned out well. It also breaks my heart that we all feel the same way when you said sometimes my job is actually worthwhile. Keep it up. I'm sure you're really helping so many kids that wouldn't have a chance otherwise. I got my first job. That's wonderful. I spoke to an old friend. Friends always make life so much better. Went grocery shopping and the guy behind me at the counter wore a shirt from my favorite band. IDKY, but it made my day. Edit. For the guys asking about the band, it was Sabaton. I went grocery shopping and found Clorox wipes. I got a new job. Edit. TNX for the kind messages and first gold and silver. Congrats. My Oriole family in my yard wrecked my feeder because it was empty. It made me happy to know that I can help animals in some small way. It made me laugh to know that they were all, "Hey, where's the food at, lady?" Edit. Wow. Thanks for the award. I ordered an Oriole feeder last week and it's supposed to arrive today. D. I'm happy that I have more money in my savings account alone than I had in my checking and savings combined a year ago. Money doesn't mean happiness, but the sense of relief and security is making me happy. It does take the stress away a bit. I'm in my 30s, and it has only been in the last year that I don't have to pick which bills I can afford each month and still be able to eat. I'm getting to the point now where I can start saving and stop living paycheck to paycheck. I just woke up, so I haven't been up for long. That being said, I saw my wife walking around before she knew I was up. She was wearing a t-shirt and underwear. She was listening to a podcast and smiling. The sun was in her hair. It was a very nice sight. This made me happy today. I hope my husband has the same thoughts about me. Asked a girl I've liked for a really long time out. She said yes. Hey, congrats. Hope it all continues to go well for you both. Got rejected from a job. They want more experienced people, but the co-owner of the company said my resume was very good. This is stimulating for me. Edit. Thank you for all the kind responses. It really made my day. Damn. Nice optimistic perspective. You'll get something soon. My stew came out better than the last time I made it. That's always a win. I met Arnold Schwarzenegger on Reddit, and he met me back. Get to Daddy M's edit. For real. This made me happy. I made a joke and people laughed. Thank you. I needed this today. Be safe out there, everyone. My kitty climbed in bed with me this morning, flopped down, curled up next to me, and started purring. Edit. By request. The cat tax. I wish my kitten would do that. Instead he climbs into bed and curls up at my feet. Then he decides my toes definitely moved and attacks them. Got to see my friends. Been so long. I haven't seen my friends in like 5 months / I misread a due date for a lab and thought it was due on Saturday, June 6th, but it's not actually due until July 6th, so I don't have to be super stressed out about it. Just don't forget about it till July 5th and start scrambling about it all over again. I saw a bee. How many? Was it? To be or not to be? My daughter told me she loved me and that I'm her best friend. She's 3, almost 4 years old. I suffer from possible bipolar, depression, and anxiety, so this made my heart swell. I don't know what I ever did to deserve such a precious child. Just typing this is making me tear up a little, lol. I'm 6 months pregnant with my first. Life is really scary right now, but thinking about this kid telling me she loves me in a few years really makes me look forward to the future. I hope you and your daughter have a great day. My dad got a job as a warehouse manager that he needed, so he doesn't need to work 2 jobs and he can see me and my family more. Edit. Don't think him being that guy, but to whoever awarded my comment. I have been on Reddit for technically over a year, had to make a new account, and made as much good content as I could being a 15-year-old kid. To whoever awarded me, you just made my day even better. Thank you. Spending time with your family is important. It's my birthday. Happy birthday. See. Removed. Well done you. My city had protests last night and there was some vandalism and looting. When I drove through today, folks were out in force cleaning up. That's great to hear. Honeybee sat on my leg, cleaned itself and flew away after about 5 minutes. Felt honored. I once had a wasp land on my shoulder and leave some yellow chews on it, then it flew away. My dog laid her head in my lap when I came home for lunch. Dogs make hard days easier. I heard the heartbeat of my baby for the first time. The paper I've been working on through my whole PhD got accepted. Congratulations. That's amazing. You've done great. The sun rays piercing through the morning clouds. It always puts a smile on my face seeing how beautiful it is. I could be dirt poor and have a broken arm and have all my friends forget my birthday, but I'll always have the sky and trees to lift my spirits. It's my birthday today. I got lots of texts from friends and family, but really my mom texted me telling me my age, X, and said X years of sunshine in my life. Love you, I don't deserve such lovely parents. It's my dog's birthday. I get to give her treats all day and she isn't even quite sure why. Happy birthday to your pupper. Started a coaching process with a new client, first one since the start of the COVID-19 crisis. Cuddling with my cat this morning with a beautiful sunrise. My 2-year-old daughter is learning to play Pokemon Go with me. From home, she is making her gamer dad smile. Pokemon Go is pretty simple, that a little kid can easily play it. Be careful going outside though. My test results came back negative for coronavirus after being sick for the past 5 days. I'm still really sick, and I was pretty nervous since I got tested, but I'm happy it's not that. I hate to be the one to say this, but there are studies out that certain tests can produce a lot of false negative results. I'm on day 23 of being sick, 2 negative tests, and awaiting results of my 3rd test. I hope you get better soon, but if things get worse you need to follow up with your doctor, or go to the ER. Days 9 to 12 were the worst for me. I know it is hard, but try to relax, and not stress yourself out. Someone liked my meme, and it made my day. For lunch, I tried Pope's chicken sandwich for the first time in my life. It was amazing. I had never had a fried chicken sandwich before when I went to Chick-fil-A and had one of this. It was also amazing. Mom is doing better after complete kidney failure. Got called to apply for a supervisor position. Got her interview at another company. My professor agreed to write me a rec letter. Was one of the last things I needed for med school apps. I'm also happy to see a lot of my old friends from high school are supporting the protests. I think that's pretty important. That's great. I hope you do well. I read this question, and it made me happy. That op is trying to make people happy by making them think of something that made them happy today. Just reading this thread is making me happy. I keep thinking, oh, that's so nice. Or oh, what a sweet observation. Had a good talk with my boss regarding job security and such. Found out our company is fine and my job is fine. Lots of stress gone. That's good to know. It's hard to be sure in these uncertain times. I'm getting a kitten. I've wanted one for so long, and I'm finally getting one with my boyfriend. Currently sitting in the car waiting for him to lock the front door to our apartment, so we can head over to Petco to buy the essentials, and then a mini road trip to pick up our kitten. We want pics when the new baby comes home. I just bought a huge beef rib that I plan to BBQ tomorrow. I'm already salivation. Well, you better invite all of us, or we are going to have a serious beef. I woke up alive. My crush finally admitted to liking me. I'm in boys edit. Thanks for my first award, kind stranger. But you said crush singular. I'm confused. Attorney touched base with me to get all the paperwork in order on the house I'm closing on next Tuesday. First time homeowner. There is no feeling quite as calming as the feeling of security that comes from living in a home that you own. No landlord can decide to kick you out. You can have that veg garden, get a pet, paint the walls, hang some art, and nobody is coming to inspect your house every 3 months to decide if you are fit to live there. It's the most amazing feeling. I too, at 35 years old, am a first time homeowner since August 31st 2019. And there's nothing else like it. Congrats. I met a friend today I hadn't seen in months. I voted for the first time today. I fully shaved my head for the first time in my life. Wife was against the idea, but I wanted to do it for so long and there is no better time to do it than now. I did it, and after I showered, my wife looks at me with lust. Thinks I look real sexy. Hahaha, congrats. Keep rocking. My longtime patient passed away at age 89 during heart valve replacement surgery. I of all people understand that these things happen, but was still feeling pretty sad about it. This morning I received a gift, flowers, card, cookies, etc. from her family saying how I was always her favorite doc and she always felt cared for every time she would visit for an appointment. That really made my day. Oh, this is so bittersweet. It made me tear up a little. My mom agreed to let me adopt a pet. I set up an appointment to get a tattoo next week for my birthday. Happy cake day, cake brother. I have a cat who's really aggressive and territorial. Right now though, has cuddled in front of my laptop as an attempt to get pets from me. It's really cute. I was able to eat a 32 centimeter pizza despite my eating disorder telling me not to, because I'm not allowed to gain weight. Heck yeah. As a recovered ED sufferer, I know how hard that is. I'm really proud of you. I hope it was delicious. My coworker started singing Mickey Mouse Club edit. Unfortunately, it's not Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Hoss the leader of the club that's made for you and me? MICKEYMOUSE. Hey there. Hi there. Ho there, you're as welcome as can be. MICKEYMOUSE. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. I went to the George Floyd protest in my small town. The protesters were 95% young people who were engaged and well behaved. The sheriff came out and listened to what they had to say. That's great to hear. It's encouraging that despite the hellscapes and places have turned into, there are still places and people that are safe. Have a good day. I got a haircut. That's great. Hope you were careful going outside though. My son said dada for the first time. Pretty dang awesome. My boyfriend and I went for a walk for the first time since quarantine started. We saw at least 5 doggos. That made us happy. Also, afterwards we bought ice cream. Close bracket. Flavor? I voted. Every vote counts. I finally have hummingbirds coming to my hummingbird feeder that I put up a few weeks ago. It's me and my girlfriend's 1-year anniversary. I got closer to fitting back into my smallest pair of pants. Been overeating and under-exercising lately and kicked myself in the ear 2 weeks ago to get it together. I'm getting there, slowly but surely. I was playing with my puppy. My 2-year-old woke me up with some cuddles. Today I got out of the shower and my dog started licking my toes. I know it sounds weird, but he rarely shows any kind of affection towards me that put a smile on my face. Making sure you're extra clean XD. Deleted. How could you do that? I finally came out as bi to my parents after years of being scared, and while they were hesitant at first, they both called me today and said they support me no matter what. Proud of you. I came out as bi to my brother last night, not my parents yet, but I think they will support it anyways. That's a huge step you made. It's my second day back after 14 months of maternity leave, the final 3 in lockdown. When I came downstairs after a bit of a tough day, my baby girl ran to me and threw herself at me for hugs and cuddles, with the most beautiful laughter I've ever heard. She was just so happy to see me. Lifted my heart to heaven. I imagine this is what it must be like to own a dog. Placed about 500 pounds of studs on a second floor patio around 30 feet away from myself, and not only did the patio not collapse, I didn't duck anything up. I told my kids in a serious tone that they need to listen very carefully, then I let one rip and made them all laugh. A moment later the smell hit them and they were trying not to gag. This is what makes dads happy. Dad. Work is almost over. That always makes me happy. My house wasn't robbed during the riots when I woke up. That's great. Stay safe. Identified a couple new plants on my morning walk equals maple leaf viburnum and sheep laurel. I'm currently outside enjoying my first draft beer in a few months and eating crab soup. My dog brought me her toy to play. She's 15 and spent most of the day sleeping now, so seeing her run around excited made me so happy. Oh my, you watched until the end? That's fucking awesome, dude. Thanks for watching.